We often get the question of why would you use a flexible circuit, particularly when the cost of a flex circuit on a per square inch basis is more than a rigid printed circuit board. And the answer really falls into about 7 different categories. The first is packaging density. And as the electronic packaging becomes more and more dense and compact, the room for connectors and ribbon cables just is becoming a struggle for some of these advanced electronics. So something like this that can be folded and even could be placed up against the wall within a housing provides real estate that may be available even within the housing today. And so there just would not be room to have a connector on each side with a jumper cable going between them. The next category really is weight savings. For instance, if you are a manufacturer of unmanned aircraft or drones, every quarter ounce is an important feature for you. And on a comparison basis for a wire harness, a flexible circuit can save twice as much of the weight against a wire harness. The reason is the foil in these flexible circuits compared to a round wire. And that's a huge advantage for applications where weight is a key ingredient. The third category is really assembly time. And so when you have a flexible circuit interconnect scheme within your assembly that in this case has 5 different connectors, putting that together along with plugging the ribbon cables or the jumper cables that go between each connector, if these were all individual rigid boards, would be a significant time for you, and the cost of doing that compared to the cost of making one large flexible circuit is a trade-off that you would make. The fourth category is assembly cost itself. So this really boils down to the cost of the connectors. In this area you might have 4 different connectors or connector areas, and then you have jumper cables between them, and they have to all be plugged in together. And it's just a mathematical analysis of the cost of the connectors and the cost of the ribbon cables compared to what might be a more expensive flexible circuit, but yet when you evaluate the cost of the connectors themselves, the trade-off is an easy one to make. The next area, the 6th area, is the reliability, and this falls into play addressing one of the biggest areas of concern, and that's reliability of interconnects or connectors. And they're the source of most of the problems that electrical designers see today. And so by integrating the flexible circuit into the main board of where the components are mounted, you're eliminating the connector and you're eliminating that risk of the connector coming loose or introducing a spike in resistance that can cause a performance problem. And then the last category really is the flexibility, a natural advantage of flex circuits. So if you have a mechanical action taking place and you need a very high performance flex action occurring there that will provide long life, a flex circuit is a solution for you. Absolutely. So those are the primary categories in choosing a flex circuit.